Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about the new Thor Love and Thunder trailer. I really did enjoy this trailer. This was a good, solid hype trailer. Like, it really gets you excited for, uh, you know, what's coming in this film and how it can set up and move the MCU forward. I thought it was really cool how when you have Thor and Jane talking, like this is just sort of my theory when I was watching it. Uh, when Thor says, to Jane, or I'm sorry, when Jane says to Thor, oh yeah, what's it been like 3, 4 years? And he's like, 8 years. I was thinking to myself while watching that, oh, okay, she was blipped. That's what happened. She got the the old blippening going on. Um, so I don't know what you guys thought of that part, but go ahead and tell me your thoughts on that because I really assumed, and it seems like it would make total sense if Jane Foster was blipped, came back, no Thor, but like she's back and she somehow manages to get Mjolnir and some abilities of Thor, and starts being a hero either on Midgard because at this point Thor's gallivanting, going from dad bod to god bod. um so she could be on Earth, and more specifically New Asgard, and just sort of hanging out, bumming around, chilling with Valkyrie, whatever. I did like that little bit of a montage, so I'm really excited for the 80s style sort of workout montage that we're going to be getting in this movie with Thor going from dad bod to god bod. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really humorous, probably, and it's gonna create workout memes for the next 2 3 years. I'm excited about the meme potential with this movie as well. I also really liked the way Christian Bale's Gore the God Butcher looks. I was really iffy when sort of the Marvel Legends figures started to come out, and you see how Gore is going to look, which is entirely different from the way he looks in the comic books. And I thought the way he looks in the comics is extremely haunting. I think if you were to bring the way he looks in the comics to live action, what you've got is very much a horror-esque villain that's coming in and encroaching on the gods and just shutting everything down. And then you just have Thor and Jane Foster fighting him, and I was excited for that, for the look of that creature fighting Thor. You know what I'm saying? But instead, you just kind of get like a I've got nothing. You just get like this really Prometheus creature looking engineer. That's what they were calling Prometheus. You get this engineer looking guy with Christian Bale, fighting Thor. But it looks really good. It looks like it's going to be scary, especially in that one scene where you've got, Christian Bale walking into that room. It's all black and white, probably going to have MCU-esque symbiote type stuff floating around. And all you can see is just sort of like the yellow of his eyes, and then his mouth is all black. Like, it looked kind of haunting. It looked really good. I think that's going to be a really cool scene. And then every scene with him fighting Thor on what looks to be like a moon or something, like, I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be a rather fantastic movie. So Thor's helmet, you know, that scene where he's like Jane and he's wearing that helmet, oof, I didn't really like it. I think the people behind the screen, or behind behind the scenes, are still probably editing some stuff, and they're still probably going through and fixing things. Because wow, that was a little rough. It was a little rough to look at. I don't know what anybody else thought, but for me, that was kind of hard. And I've been wanting Thor to have a helmet on his head for a while. Uh, the sort of the look that they're going for, that 80s, early 90s gold armor Thor, never really been a fan of that look at all. I think it's not Thor's best look. I think the best look is probably the 2007 2008 run of Thor that ran all the way up to like 2011. That sort of look for Thor, that typical Thor look that we think of, I think that's his best look. Even compared to something like the Ultimates, which I love the Ultimates. But as far as his actual look goes, for what best representation, if you're going to try to copy something from the comic books to live action, I think the best look you've got is which they kind of do in the movie when you're seeing him walk around and he's got like the fur on his cape. That look right there is probably peak Thor. I wish that that was the look that he was going to have the entire movie, and then that was just it. I also wish that that was the look they would have gone with Endgame instead of keeping him in the fat bodysuit and just giving him an all black version of like his Infinity War suit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see that suit the most. I think that's going to be the best suit. I mean, the Ravager suit that we're going to get, like that's pretty cool. I think that looks really good. It's very much a nod to, Thunderstrike and some of those kinds of comics as well. And I think it's going to look really good. The, the helmet version of Thor, man, I don't know. I hope that's not. It's probably going to be the suit that he wears for the whole rest of the movie, isn't it? We're probably going to get that really cool suit with the fur cape for that's very very much, what was it Marvel Now or all new all no, yeah, Marvel Now, when Marvel relaunched all their comics starting with a new brand new issue 1. They did Marvel Now, and you had Thor in a suit that looks very similar, just minus the fur, and the fur seems kind of like a nod to King Thor. But anyway, I digress. I'm very much excited to see that suit in live action. It looks really cool to see Thor fighting those. Did you guys notice those creatures in the background that him and Jane Foster are going to be fighting? Those look very much like what Gore brings about with his symbiote cloak that he's got in the comic book. So I'm excited for this movie. I'm excited to see what's going to happen in this film. I Taika Waititi, he's been, sort of like he's kind of like set at ease any stresses that I've had with this movie, with interviews that he does. Like I posted a video not too long ago talking about, oh no, what are they going to be doing? Are they going to be trying to push an agenda or just give us a really entertaining movie? And it seems like, okay, look, I need to regulate my expectations, right? So he was talking in a different interview about how like he has no intention of replacing Chris Hemsworth as Thor, which is great because that's not what anybody wants. And the idea of, and he said, well, as far as Jane Foster replacing him as Thor, we're not doing that in this movie. And it's like, well, that's good.